This morning, we are learning more about what led up to a mass shooting in Fort Worth after a community celebration. This video shows what was going on just moments before the gunfire that killed 3 people. 8 others were hurt.
Right, and this morning, Fort Worth police, they are still looking for suspects and working to identify the victims. So this all happened Monday night in Fort Worth's historic Como neighborhood, more than 90 minutes after the annual community block party, Comofest, had ended. Now, we do have some team coverage this morning breaking down what we've actually learned in the past 24 hours.
Natalie Haddad will have more on the community's reaction, but we do want to start with Suzanne Bruner with the latest on the investigation. What do you know, Suzanne?
Well, we're still working to get more information for you guys this morning, Kara and Cleo, but here's what we do know. Fort Worth police have identified 2 of the 3 people who were killed at the Como neighborhood's annual Comofest celebration. They are 22-year-old Cynthia Santos and 18-year-old Paul Willis. Willis's mother told WFAA her son had a goofy personality and was a hard worker.
He works 80 hours a week. Like, all my baby wanted to do was be successful. He had his own apartment, own car, manager at McDonald's at 18. He just got his electrician apprentice license from the state. Like, it's not how it's supposed to go.
And take a look at your screen right now. This is new surveillance video from Monday night, just showing the moment people started running after shots were fired in the Como neighborhood. And then here's another angle for you, showing dozens of people clear the area and duck for cover. Police say multiple suspects shot at them. 8 people were injured, 3 were killed. And right now we are still waiting to learn more information from police as they continue this active investigation here in Fort Worth. The suspect's information not released just yet. We'll keep you updated on when we receive that information. And this morning, the community is speaking out. They want more answers. With more on that, let's send things over to Natalie Haddad.
Hey, good morning. Clergy and community leaders are meeting today in order to address some important issues happening in Black communities in Fort Worth after 17 people were shot on Monday night alone. Now, the meeting is going to be hosted by, like I mentioned, Black clergy and community leaders from across Fort Worth. They plan to address mental health and gun violence plaguing the city. They also want to talk about the Como neighborhood shooting that happened late Sunday night, where 3 people died and 8 others were injured. 6 others were also shot in 2 separate shootings that same evening. Now, Pastor Kiev Tatum, who's hosting today's meeting, says parts of Fort Worth are underserved, underfunded, and he is worried the city has grown numb to gun violence in Black communities.
Shootings are happening all over this nation, but our response to those shootings, is what is causing the disconnect, the mistrust.
Now, that meeting is going to be held at 1 p.m. today at Como First Baptist Church in Fort Worth. That is West Fort Worth. We're going to have more information on our websites and on our other digital platforms, including the WFAA app. But for now, I will send it back to you in studio.
All right, thanks, Natalie. Now, unfortunately, this was not the first violent incident after Comofest ended. 2 years ago, 8 people were shot near a car wash in the neighborhood hours after the first Comofest. No one died. Police say it had nothing to do with the event itself. Como's origins date back to the 1800s, the late 1800s, when investors bought 2,000 acres of land. It was built to mirror Italy's Lake Como. A financial panic postponed development, and the area was annexed by Fort Worth in 1922. A mostly Black community sprung up around the lake, and residents band together to fight for school funding and street improvements. Residents say there is a lot more to Como than the violence associated with it. We do expect to learn more about this tragedy today. We're staying on top of it, and as soon as we do, we're going to send an alert to your phone. Download our app so you can get that latest information.